Oh, good. All right, have a seat. How's your day going?
It's pretty good. Just got back from work.
Okay.
As it is.
Where do you work at?
So I actually teach at University of the Sciences.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a really interesting job.
Yeah, thank you. It's a handful sometimes, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
Okay, what do you do exactly there?
So basically I teach biology. So I come on in and I teach little freshmen right now. And they're adorable and awful at the same time. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. So I run the lab. I don't teach the lecture, although I wish I did. That'd be cool. But
Maybe something you'll do in the future?
yeah, I really hope so, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that summer will all get, but that's if I don't kill my roommate first.
Roommates.
Yeah, they're the worst. The absolute worst. This one is just like... Okay, so she's awful. It is my best friend's girlfriend that lives with the three of us. And she's just manipulative and rude and just like... I even have friends who have said like, we're not coming over anymore because we don't want to be around her. She's that bad.
Okay.
But I keep trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And like, I've started to kind of get along with her, but the other week she just exploded. Like,
Exploded?
Lost it.
Okay. What was the situation?
Her and my roommate fight a lot. And maybe fight's not the right word.
We kind of just interrupt you 1 second. How long have they been together?
They were dating for like a half year, and then they broke up, and then they started dating again. So I'd say total like maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that long.
Not that long. Not long enough for this kind of stuff. So it's not that they fight, it's that she berates him. It's the whole like, do you even listen to me when I speak kind of berating.
Okay.
That I don't feel he deserves. But anyway, I was home. I've never interrupted one of their arguments. Never said a word. This one day I'd had enough. So I came outside. I said, listen, can you guys please take that in your room? Like, I want to respect your space. Please take it in your room. Because they fight in the middle of the kitchen where everyone can hear it.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Okay.
And so I asked them to, please take it in their room, and she stormed out of the apartment. Got a really angry series of text messages the next day telling me I'm a bad person and that I should stop acting like I'm a nice person because I'm not, and all this crap. And at the end, it's just like, okay, well, we're gonna move out. Okay, cool. We just re-signed our lease. So you're telling me we're gonna drop $4,000 to leave our apartment? So, I don't know.
So was that just the conversation based off of what she was saying, or did you get to speak with your friend?
I did get to speak with my roommate later on in the day. He knew that she and I were talking about this, and I asked if I could talk to him, so he came home for lunch. And we talked about it, and he's like, I don't agree with what she's saying. But I think at this point it's best that we just move out. I said, okay. And one of the big things that kind of struck me about the conversation with her was, her big thing was that apparently I was never overtly nice to her. And that I was rude or passive aggressive when in reality, and even asked my roommate the same thing. He's like, no, you never were. That's her perception of it. And she hates people that are two-faced, but then why is this the first time I'm hearing that you have a problem with me? Like, there's a disconnect between what you're saying and...
Well, also usually when people, have a habit of saying qualities about a person, usually reflects on what's going on with them.
Makes a lot of sense.
Well, you're the kind of person, it seems like you're kind of aware of how you are. So if you were to be a little two-faced, I think that you would recognize it, right?
Yeah. And like, there's kernels of truth to what she says, but she just kind of takes them to an extreme. And it sucks because I tend to be a person who's not angry. And I got real angry. that was not that I've never been angry, but like, that was, I think, the most angry I've been in my life. I was angry for weeks. I'm still angry about it.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where, like, I want to work on that
Mm-hmm.
and see if, like, is this just anger I bottled up my whole life? Or is this something that needs to be squashed because it's not appropriate?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That does make sense. No, the way you're feeling's right. I mean, if you think about it, if you're living with people that are constantly fighting, you're gonna probably get angry at some point.
Yeah, I guess that bubble's bound to pop.
Yes. So, do you think you're angry because they're moving out, or do you feel like the moving out option would be the best thing for you? You
I
wouldn't
think
necessarily want to keep feeling this way.
That's true. Yeah, I don't want to remain angry. That's no fun. I don't think it's the moving out that bothers me. I think it's more that I've hated the way that she has treated him
Mm-hmm.
throughout their entire relationship, and he and I have been roommates for over 2 years. And I just see, or I perceive it as that she is manipulating him and isolating him.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's making me angry. And also on top of the fact that, like, I have tried my hardest to defend her
Mm-hmm.
to people that did not like her. And she has the audacity to turn around and say, I'm a bad person.
Were you defending her for the sake of like your friendship with her, or more so your friendship with your roommate?
That's a good question. I don't think it was either of those.
Okay.
I think that the reason I was defending her is because I have been in situations where people have assumed from other people that I am a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
And I never liked... I would have appreciated it if someone had done for me what I am doing for her.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That does
Like,
make
to
sense.
go to bat for that person even though, because they're not there.
Yeah, and stand up for them. It says about your values.
Yeah.
So you're it's sounding like you're kind of upset because someone's saying that you're not being a good person when you feel that you were, in fact, going out of your way to be a good person.
Yeah.
Something anybody would probably be angry about.
A little bit. A little bit. And I think I'm wondering if it's because when she told us this, we still had a whole year left on lease.
Mm-hmm.
And when we had an actual face-to-face conversation with each other, we knocked it down to, like, we are going to move out by the end of August. We cannot do this anymore.
Okay.
And so that was, obviously, like, a month ago. But that whole time, I think it was like 2 months of time, I took everything that I had that was in the public domain and put it in my room. I isolated myself. I stopped talking to her. I would avoid her.
Yeah.
And I would, how we all have, like, those arguments, like, those pretend arguments in our heads, right? That was going 24/7, constant arguing, and I was just like, I can't do this.
It's heavy.
It is. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So I think I don't want to be angry anymore. I'm out of the situation. Why is that still playing over in my head, like that stairway win?
Okay.
That, like, after the argument, this is what I should have said. That kind of stuff.
So why do you think it is?
Maybe because I feel like I didn't say what I wanted to say. Like, I wanted to really just let her have it, but I held back, and I tried to approach it from a rational standpoint and tried not to get angry about it. Even when we were in a face-to-face conversation, she started really getting angry, and I just tried to play the, like, okay, you're allowed to get angry.
Yeah.
I don't like this either. Let's just deal with the problem. When in reality, I wanted to tell her to, go fuck herself. But I didn't.
So do you feel like that's something that you would want to do, though?
I don't know if it's something that I would necessarily want to do now because I don't want to hurt my friend. Because it's kind of almost like, I kind of think of it like a punching bag. Like, if I do something to her, that then translates into hitting him. Not physically, but the stress that I put on her, she takes out on him.
Okay. But at the same time, your feelings are still valid. You're allowed to be angry in the situation.
Yeah.
And if you want to communicate them, you do have a right to communicate them.
That's true.
So do you think maybe there's a middle ground where you can communicate how you're feeling, but at the same time, it won't necessarily cause a big rift between the two of them? It's a lot to expect yourself to hold on to all of that.
No, that's true. I think that maybe if they were ever to break up, I would say something to her. But at this point, I really don't want to hurt him. I don't want to rock the boat for his sake. And because I've already seen what happens when someone rocks the boat for it, then it ends up hurting him.
Okay. We are for time, thanks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can continue this next time.